So we're going to be looking at conversion in this video. Now conversion is when we start converting from one unit to another. So in Australia we use the metric system of kilometres, metres, centimetres and millimetres. And here we can see the values that we convert them by. Either we're going to multiply them or divide them. We'll have a look at that once we get the first question going. So it says complete the following conversion. We want to know from how many centimetres will be in 8 metres. So where we start is we've got 8 metres. Alright, so this is the starting point here, 8 metres. So we start at 8. Now we want to know how many centimetres there's going to be. So we want to know where that end point is. We're going to go up or we're going to go down the conversion table. But we can see centimetres is to the right. So we want to go to this point here. So we're starting at metres, we want to go to centimetres. Now how do we get there? Well, simply we just follow the arrow around. Just like that. So we can see that when we follow it around, we're actually using this conversion up here. So we're timesing by 100. So when we're converting from metres to centimetres, we times by 100. So let's do that now. And you'll get a result of 800. Now, easy way to do that is times the first values, and then you just add that many zeros onto the end. So 800 centimetres. Okay, so let's put the value up here. Now that's fairly simple and probably would have had a look at that last year. But now we're actually converting here. We can see we want to know how many centimetres squared are in metres squared. So we've got 98,000 centimetres squared. We want to convert that to metres squared. Now what we're going to do with our conversion table here is that, well, we want to know from centimetres squared to metres squared. So we're going to square all these values up here. Now the way to do that is we actually have to square the conversions as well. Because we're actually working from centimetres squared to metres squared. So all these conversions have to be squared too. And then it's quite, we follow the same process. So we want to go from centimetres squared. So we're going from this point here to metres squared. But this time, when we go from centimetres to metres, we want to follow the other arrow. So we're going to go down the bottom. We're starting at centimetres and you want to finish at metres. So we go down the bottom, which is going to give us divide by 100 squared. So when we begin, we write our question out. So we've got 98,000. And then we go for our conversion. So our conversion was divide by 100 squared. So next step is, remember when you're dividing by 100 squared, you basically means 100 times 100, that point, and exponents come first. So that basically just means that it's 98, put the brackets around there to make sure that happens first, divided by 100 times 100 is you just add up all the zeros together. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So divided by 10,000, which gives us an answer here of, you put your decimal point at the back. So we know that's 98,000 decimal points at the back. You go across how many decimal places depending on how many zeros there are. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So whenever you're dividing, we're working to the left. So your decimal point starts at the left, and we work 4 places to the left. So there's 4 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And our decimal point comes here. So the answer becomes 9.8 meters squared. So there's 9.8 meters squared in 98,000 centimeters squared. They're both equal. Now the last one here, when we're working from cubed, you probably guessed it, we have to cube all of these values here. So all these values become cubed. And just a few more. So they all become cubed here. Now this one here is probably going to be quite big because we want to go from kilometres cubed to metres cubed. So kilometres to metres across there, which means that we need to go around the top. So you start with your value 0.0009 multiplied by 1,000 cubed. Now that there is just going to be a value of 1,000 times 1,000 times 1,000 because it's cubed. So there's going to be 3 zeros, 6 zeros, 9 zeros. So we want to add 9 zeros to this decimal places. So starting at 0.0009, and we want to go 9 decimal places to the right. So we're timesing it by 1,000 cubed. So we start here, and we're going to the right this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we want to work 9 decimal places to the left, so that's going to end it at this point here. So it becomes a positive value. Now wherever we've got a blank, we can just add a 0 into there. So it becomes all zeros. And we get a final answer now of, well, we just work from here because the zeros in front of the 9 don't really matter. So we get an answer of 900,000 meters cubed. Cool. Hope that helps.